Yo, good evening, Babugeli Emakaya. I go by the name of Mathine, Mathiane, the artist. I'm just here not to address, not to argue, not to disagree, not to even change the perspective of um, the statements that were made by Opudi Utemba Makubalu Shabalala. I hope I pronounced your name respectfully. I'm gonna start by stating my point of view. I'm very careful with my words, so I need to make sure that whatever that I say, you perceive it accurately as I stated. Number one, there were 3 points that were listed according to your statements. You made a list of the three impacts that have a decline on South African hip hop. Number one was originality. No, number one was a niche. Number two was the originality. Number three was the oversaturation. Okay, so these were very interesting points because to me they pointed the negative side of how you viewed it. Because me as an artist in the hip hop game, in the SA hip hop game, I believe you have it all twisted. I believe within the niche, how you described everything, that is how SA hip hop is produced. That is how it contributes to the streams. That is how it contributes to the creativity, to the visuals. That is how it contributes to the fan base. The recognition, the validation. It's at the end of the day, it's a game. It's a red race. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna touch on that. So let me double back on my point. When you spoke of the niche, you spoke about everyone wanting to do something different from the essay part that you described. I'll further explain on that point. So within the essay part, you describe a niche that you find it unpleasant for artists to be different. I think that's how I viewed it. That's how I perceived it. So you find it unpleasant for artists to be different, to try something different, to put out something different to the public. And in my perception, I think that you confusing hip hop with commercial hip hop. Let's not define it as SA hip hop, because now we're just taking away everything we're stripping the culture, we're dividing the culture. We're now saying there's USA hip hop, UK hip hop. It's there, but let's not put it in mind. Now we're talking about the business side of things. We're talking about how can I put myself out there as an artist? You know what I'm saying? So when we're talking about making yourself different, sure, make yourself different, but also be relevant to the game. I think that's how you try to put your point. But then you need to be different as an artist. You need to put out something different as an artist. You need to shine as an artist, have a different light, have a different source, have a different vibe, have a different game, have different clothing, have a different speech, have a different manner, have a different character, have a different, view of how people portray you, I'm done with the niche. Let's go to the originality, when it comes to the originality, there, man. There, I don't know what to say on that. To be honest, I don't know how to feel about that because, your points were a bit twisted. I have it all mixed right now, but then I'm trying to gather a few points that you stated. When it comes to the originality, you spoke about. We don't have a sense of originality. We don't have a sense of who we are. We don't have a sense of, we always dress like everyone else. We sound like everyone else. We do things like everyone else, But then that second point, it completely nullifies the first point that you stated, you know, respectfully so. It completely takes away. It's like you just said da 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 niche na 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 about niche, and then you said but, and then you moved it away, and then you put originality into the face, because when you spoke about niche, you spoke about versatility, you know, and then you come back and you bring versatility, you know, it just mixes, you know. Let me move on to, I think I made my point clear, but then I'm going to move on to the third point, oversaturation. I'm not disagreeing with everything that you said, but I'm just showing you the light of the business side of things, of why things are this way, you know. Oversaturation, you're just killing the points again. You're killing the points again. You're killing the points again. It's like you're rebutting against your own statements. You know, the first point, the second point, you killed it with your third point that you had. You know, you killed it. But then again, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that when an artist oversaturates, I believe that's consistency. If an artist is able to be consistent with the promoting of the work, if the artist is able to be consistent with the marketing, consistent with the branding, consistent with, you know, everything that has to do when he drops, you know, he makes sure that he's ready for it, you know, consistency. It's not oversaturation, it's consistency. Drake has been doing it. Casper has been doing it, you know. Reese has been doing it, you know. Flame has been doing it, you know. I can name a couple of artists, you know. I've been doing it. Okay? I've been doing it. I've been dropping one after the next, you know. And I'm not talking about singles. I'm talking about projects. And I have 3, if not 4, if not 5, you know, projects that are doing really well, you know, according to my category. I'm doing pretty well, but it's not about me right now. It's about the hip-hop game, you know. And yeah, oversaturation, man, I just believe it's consistency, you know. Consistency always works for the best, you know. It works, man, it works. And big shout out to you, Abuti, Temba, Makubo Alo, Shabalala. I'm not sure if you know, ish. Yeah, I just saw your video, man, and then I was like, you know, I was so intrigued. I was like, okay, I hear you. At some point, I wanted to you know, stop the video because I was so in disagreement. But like, because I believe so much in viewing things in other people's perspectives before I, you know, bash them. Because right now, I'm bashing right now, you know what I'm saying? But then, big shout out to you. Again, Mathiane, Mathiane the artist, beginning of a new phase, beginning of a new chapter, youngest millionaire alive. Peace.